This is a story about a boy who learned to listen to his inner voice. Let's begin. Hey friends, imagine a boy named Rohan, living in a bustling city in Nepal. Everyone around him was always talking, texting, and sharing. But Rohan rarely paused to listen to himself. There was always something more to do, somewhere more to go, someone more to meet. Life was a constant flurry of activity. One day, amidst the chaos, Rohan started feeling lost. The pressure of exams loomed, friends seemed distant, and even the familiar streets felt like a confusing maze. Overwhelmed, he sought solace in his Amma's house. Now, Rohan's Amma's house was an old, rambling place filled with winding corridors and rooms you could easily get lost in. As he wandered through the maze of rooms, seeking some quiet, he came across one that he had never noticed before. Drawn to its worn wooden door, he pushed it open and stepped inside. The room was bare, almost like an attic, with dusty boxes stacked neatly in the corner. A single window let in soft sunlight, illuminating motes dancing in the air. It was empty except for that sunlit dust and the sound of his own breathing. And in that moment, surrounded by the silence of the empty room, Rohan felt a sudden urge to speak. So he did. At first it was hesitant, barely a whisper. I don't know what I want to do with my life. But as he spoke, his voice gained strength. The words tumbled out. I feel like everyone expects something from me. School wants me to study more, friends want me to hang out, Amma and Abba want me to make them proud. But I don't know what I want. I don't know who I am or what I want to become. Silence met his words. For a moment, he felt even lonelier. Then he heard it. His words echoed back, but not in a mocking, distorted way. They were gentle, understanding. You don't have to have everything figured out right now. You're still young. Relieved he wasn't alone. Someone or something was listening. So he continued, his voice gaining confidence. I want to create something meaningful, something that helps people. I want to make a difference. This time the echo was softer, more reflective. That's a wonderful goal, but big dreams need small steps. What can you do today to move toward that? Rohan pondered this. The answer came to him. I can start with the community cleanup project I've been meaning to do. The echo approved. That's a great start. Every bit of cleanliness makes our community a bit more livable. Inspired, Rohan spent hours in that empty room over the next week. He talked, he asked questions, he listened to his heart. Sometimes he disagreed with what the echo showed him. Sometimes he laughed at his own silly thoughts. But most importantly, he kept going. And as he did, he realized that the room wasn't really empty. It was a mirror. The echoes weren't just voices of fear or doubt. They were messages waiting to be understood, choices waiting to be made. One evening, after a particularly intense session of soul-searching, Rohan stood up, a little shaky, a lot wiser, and whispered, "Am I ready?" The echo didn't reply with words, but with a calm, resonant feeling of clarity. And in that moment, Rohan knew he was ready. He understood that the answers weren't in some far-off place or hidden behind some locked door. They were inside him all along. He just needed to create space to listen. The empty room had shown him that all he needed was a quiet place to reflect and a willingness to act. With newfound clarity, Rohan stepped out of the room, ready to embrace the journey of becoming his truest self. He understood that life's most important lessons are often found in the quietest corners. Friends, when was the last time you took a moment to sit in silence, to listen to your inner voice? What did you learn about yourself in that quiet space? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to share it with someone who needs to hear it. Until next time, stay curious, keep listening, and remember, you are never too lost to find your way home.